Hello. I'm back. It's time for my 2023 100% objectively factual game of the year. Only the most correct of winners and nominees will be presented to you. Although Sword has also done a game of the year. So here we have Swords 100% objectively factual game of the year. So we'll start with this one, then we'll have a look at Frost's, and then we'll see the correct one, mine. So we obviously have all of the awards here. Best soundtrack, best narrative, best gameplay, best mechanic, best multiplayer. Is that still on there? Do I have a best multiplayer one on there? Oh no, I switched out best multiplayer for best minigame. Interesting. Huh. I guess Sword must be using an old one. Or maybe Sword added one back in. Who knows? So, first up for Sword, best soundtrack of the year. Ender Lilies. Wow. Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 has a banging soundtrack.
Welcome back.
That one's from the first year. Makes sense. Tequila, hello. You're just in time for Game of the Year. Although you did miss 5 hours of Kingdom Hearts. I just finished the Tarzan level. But yeah, best soundtrack of the year for Sword. Ender Lilies, Devil May Cry 5, Doom, Cyberpunk. You know what? Those are some very good choices. Ender Lilies had some really cool boss music in it. Devil May Cry 5 has Devil Trigger, the storm that is approaching one. Doom is also a good choice. Cyberpunk, yeah, it's alright. Out of these, I would probably choose Devil May Cry 5. If it was up to me. If this was my game of the year, which it's not, it's Swords. Cyberpunk, wow. Okay. Was not expecting that one. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Sure. Best narrative of the year. Cyberpunk, Resident Evil Village, Metro Exodus, and Chaos Head Noah. Feel like I remember Sword talking about that, but I don't remember too much. Huh? Oh, I see. Yeah, you know why. Yeah, you gotta sometimes. You know, new year, new points. Makes sense, makes sense. with the old points in with the new. True. I feel like this probably goes to Metro. I remember Sword's been talking about how much he loves Metro. Yeah, it had to be Metro, I think. Metro Exodus for best narrative. Alright, alright. Best gameplay of the year. Armored Core. Devil May Cry. What the hell is Encased? I've never even heard of that. Have I heard of that? What the hell is that? Oh, okay, yeah. I think I remember. Got you, got you. And Metro, and it goes to Devil May Cry. Nice. Yeah, I think that makes sense for gameplay. Devil May Cry 5 definitely has that character action gameplay. Yep, yep. Best mechanic of the year. I guess. Sword. Sword, what mechanics? What mechanic does Elden Ring have specifically that made you put it in here? Or is it just the game itself as like a technical showcase? Just like the game in general, technically. On like a technical level was pretty good. Elden Ring, Doom, Encased, and Shadow Tactics. Built-in noob filter. Okay. Doom. Doom 2016. Best mechanic. Sure. I can get behind that. Best survival horror of the year. Wait, that wasn't a category. Wait, what do you mean that wasn't up for it? Doom's right there. Best mechanic of the year. Doom. Doom. Best survival horror of it. What did this replace? Did you replace Ultimate Waifu with best mechanic with best survival horror? I guess you played a lot of survival horror games. Oh, Village, Evil Within, Alien Isolation, Dead Space 2. I'd give it to Evil Within personally. The winner is Resident Evil Village. Nice. Best DLC expansion, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Metro Exodus The Two Kernels, and Shadow Tactics Ico's Choice. Ah, that won't be tough between Iceborne and Phantom Liberty. I imagine Phantom Liberty probably takes this though. Really? Oh, wow, you really like Metro Exodus, don't you? Ah, that is surprising. All right, fair enough. Best graphics / style, Ender Lilies, Shadow Tactics, Evil Within, Chaos Head Noah. Now this has to go to Ender Lilies. Yeah. So glad there's some Ender Lilies representation happening in the Game of the Year awards this year. Best boss of the year, It's Virgil. It's a mutant dog bear thing. It's a robot thing. It's a tall vampire lady thing. But it gotta be Verge, right? Gotta be Big Verge. Yeah, it's Big Verge. Most anticipated game of 2024. Do I even really need to say anything here? It's obviously going to be Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma, Grand Blue Fantasy, Stalker 2, Star Wars Outlaws. Wow. I'm surprised Star Wars Outlaws made it on there. But, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's Dragon's Dogma. Obviously. Yeah, obviously. See, it's even written up there, obviously. To be fair, Grand Blue does look like it's going to be pretty great. Most surprising game of the year. Metro Exodus, Cyberpunk, Resident Evil Village, Fallout 76. This will either be Metro or Fallout, because I remember Sword talking about playing Fallout and being like, it's actually really good. But I feel like if Metro's on here, then Metro's probably going to win. Yeah, Metro. Yeah. Biggest letdown of the year. Evil Within. Evil Within's on the biggest letdown? Wasn't that in your... wasn't that on your shortlist for best survival? A survival horror game and now it's biggest letdown? Starfield, Baldur's Gate, Chaos Head. No, it's gotta be Starfield. It's Starfield. Oh, here we go. The top 5 games of the year. In at number 5, we have Fallout 76. God damn. All right. Armored Core 4 at number 4. Armored Core 6 at 4, rather. Why did I say Armored Core 4? Armored Core 6 at number 4. Number 3, Devil May Cry 5. Nice. Number 2, Cyberpunk. Wow. Dark Silver. Hello. So number 1 has to be Metro Exodus, right? Yep, it's Metro Exodus. Very nice, very nice. Lovely jubbly. All right. Let's do away with that for a sec. And then we'll move over here. And then we have 2023 Game Awards by Lord Frost, Reddit, me, but with 3 T's for some reason. Yeah, no, it's the 100% objectively factual Game of the Year award. You're officially a speedrun record holder as of today. Oh, nice. Congrats. All right. Yeah, what game are you third in the world on? All right, so we have awards here. Same awards by the looks of it. Disclaimer, only 30 seconds unless you're famous. Please wrap it up. For fuck's sake. Did you really add memes into your fucking game of the year list? Come on. You did last year as well. I barely remember what I was doing last week. You can't expect me to remember last year. Light Fairy Tale Episode 1, third on the list, first for Xbox. Oh, nice. I don't even know what that is. Alright, best soundtrack. Honkai Star Rail. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Raincode. The Somnium Files. To be fair, Star Rail does have some really good boss music. Like that Ice Queen boss fight. Oh, I listened to that song on repeat for like a week after that fight. Definitely not Like a Dragon. Shame. All right, best narrative. What the fuck? Okay, Yakuza 7, Raincode, the Somnium Files, or the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. Damn it, wrong. Best narrative. It's gotta go to I2, surely. Raincode? Wow. Interesting. Okay. Best gameplay. Persona 5 Tactica. I thought you weren't going to include any Persona 5 in this list. Raincode, Honkai Star Rail, Like a Dragon. Well, it can't be Star Rail. There's barely any gameplay in that game. Winner is Yakuza Like a Dragon. The best gameplay. I feel like Yakuza 7's going to take a few of these. Best mechanic. Okay, are we talking a specific mechanic, or are we just talking about like on a technical level the game is good? Because like when I came up with the category, I was more going for like a specific gameplay mechanic. I'm surprised Raincode isn't on here, to be honest. Like instead of Star Rail. Well, that would fit under gameplay, surely. I don't know. It's up to you. It's your own. It's your game of the year. So, Like a Dragon, Star Rail, Tactica, Somnium Files 2. Winner is Somnium Files 2. Yeah, the timeline thing is pretty cool. Best multiplayer. Monster Prom has multiplayer? VR chat, Phasmophobia, Marvel Snap. I don't mean Marvel Snap, surely. Yeah, you played that game to death. Had to be best minigame. Oh my god. Wait, so for best minigame, you've got karaoke from Yakuza 0. You've got Dragon Kart from Yakuza 7. You've got can collecting from Yakuza 7. You've got pocket racing from Yakuza 0. And you've got whatever the Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities is. It's probably going to be karaoke. Yeah, it's karaoke. Of course it is. Karaoke. SDLC / expansion. Phantom Liberty. The DLC for Tactica that you told me multiple times that you hate. You hate the DLC for Tactica. Yeah, it's still on here somehow. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I looked at that Raincode chapter Fubuki, and for some reason I read it as fuckboy. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hey, Hugsloth. Happy New Year. Alright, it's gotta be Phantom Liberty, surely. Yeah, of course. Ultimate White. Oh, yeah, no, what is wrong with you? Alright. Ultimate Waifu. Rise. Oh my god. There's no point in me even mentioning the rest of these because Makoto is on here, so... Is there even any point in me, like, even going through them? Is it? Yeah, of course it is. All right. Best graphics / style. Tactica. Ugh. Somnium Files 2. Actually, no, that's Somnium Files 1. Raincode, Star Rail. Please not Tactica. It's the one thing I hate about the graphics. It's the one thing I hate about that game is the fucking art style for that game. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, I hate it so much. Oh, I hate you. I hate everything about you. God damn it. Why? It's so bad. I hate it so much. Alright. Best boss. Kiryu. Majima. I mean, technically that's the Majima and Seijima fight. And then, which Amon is that? I don't even know what Amon that is. Is that that's the one at the end of Millennium Tower, right? Is that the one from, no, it's not the one from Gaiden, is it? And then we got Cochlea. That's the one that has the really cool music. It's the one with the really cool music. The song that I listened to on repeat for a week after that boss fight. I was like, fuck yeah, that song is so good. All right, most anticipated 2023 Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, Persona 5X, the gacha one, and then Persona 3 Reload. It's got to be between Infinite Wealth and Rebirth. I think it might be Rebirth, though. Yeah, I don't know why it says most anticipated 2023. Frost out here half-heartedly doing a game of the year list. For shame. God, I hope I've updated mine. God. Oh, I'm gonna look like an idiot if I haven't changed mine now, aren't I? And the winner is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Most surprising. Oh, come on. Why is Like a Dragon on there? That shouldn't be on there. It's probably going to be Star Rail, though. Yeah, it's Star Rail. Fair enough. Fair enough. Biggest letdown. Persona 3 Portable. Why would you be let down by that? What, just the Switch? The entirety of the Switch is a letdown. Phantom Liberty, there's no way. Spider-Man 2, I doubt it. Kiryu's English voice actor. Really? Oh, that's gonna win, isn't it? Oh, of course it is. Fuck you. You know what? I'm not even surprised. Wait, what do you mean? The ending of it? The ending of it was so good, depending on what path you take. If you take the right path, the ending basically turns into fucking Alien Isolation. It's great. Alright. Game of the year. At number 5. Zone of 5 Tactica. Wow. Number 4. Master Detective Archives Raincode. Number 3. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Number 2. The Somnium Files. Number 1. The Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. You know what? I'm okay with that. Proudly sponsored by sponsors coming in 2025. Sure. There will be no sponsors. I'm sorry to say. No one's going to sponsor a Game of the Year list that nobody cares about. But mine, however, might have sponsors. Who knows? Because, you know, it's 100% objectively factual. It doesn't get any better than 100% objectively factual. I actually put a little bit of effort into mine. I put some effects in. There you go. Fuck, this still says most anticipated 2023. No! What have I done? Alright, fuck it. I didn't put any effort in whatsoever. Fuck you. Fuck you. I just went from saying, oh, I put some effort in. Fucking didn't. Fucking hell, man. How many new emotes do we have? Alright. Best soundtrack of the year. First up, Alan Wake 2. I think this goes without saying, really, doesn't it? Let's face it, that performance at the Game Awards was the best thing about the Game Awards. that song specifically, and to be fair, that dark summoning one towards the end. That, yeah, it's pretty good. I think it belongs up there. Every time that either the song itself or the Game Awards performance shows up in my YouTube recommended, I just click it. I just click it and watch it again. Because it's so good. Yeah, Anime 2's on there. Next up, we have Metal Hellsinger. I completely forgot I played this game this year. What a fucking soundtrack that had. Oh, it was so good. How long till it becomes a Fortnite emote? Well, I mean, Alan Wake is already in Fortnite, so probably not that long. But yeah, Metal Hellsinger just blew me away with that soundtrack. It was so good. And having the DLC songs as well, like the Will Ramos ones, pretty solid. God, I can't even remember what else I put on here. Oh yeah, Like a Dragon Ishin, because, you know, karaoke. That counts as part of the soundtrack, right? Which is why, if I remember rightly, I think Like a Dragon Gaiden is also on here because it has probably the best lineup of karaoke songs. Yeah, I mean, it had to be. It had to be those. But the winner for best soundtrack is Metal Hellsinger. It wasn't any of the karaoke's. It wasn't Herald of Darkness. It was Metal Hellsinger. I love that. Piss off, Ghost! I've been trying. What do you mean, piss off? Come on. The soundtrack for this game was exactly my kind of music. Like, exactly my thing. It had to. It had to be there. And it had to win. It was amazing. Anyway, best narrative. Alan Wake 2. Because it's just batshit insane and I still don't fully understand what that game was about, to be honest. And you know me, I love those kinds of games. It happened to me when I played the Somnium Files. I just love those games that I finish playing it and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, I love that shit. Like a Dragon Ishin is on here because I loved the idea of taking a story that actually happened and incorporating Yakuza characters into it. And the way it played out with the Yakuza characters and the story of the real people, I just thought it was... All right. Yeah, I just thought it was really cool. Oh, Like a Dragon Gaiden is on here as well. I forgot about that. See, making these was really difficult. Why is Ishin on here? I literally just told you. I just told you why it's on here. But yeah, it was. I liked the bridging the gap between 6 and 7 and then moving into Infinite Wealth. I thought it was a very good like in between like side story. I thought you said you hated remakes on the Game Awards. Ishin is a remake of a PS3 game that never released outside of Japan. Pretty sure that's fine. Good morning, TJ. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. What is even the last game on here?
Welcome back.
Oh, Return of the Obra Dinn. TJ, thank you for the 51-month resub. I appreciate it. Speaking of TJ, Return of the Obra Dinn is actually a game I'm pretty sure TJ recommended to me back in the day. I played it years and years ago now at this point. Replayed it again this year, but originally TJ was the one that recommended Return of the Obra Dinn, I think. Or was it the other way around? I can't remember. No, I'm pretty sure TJ recommended Return of the Obra Dinn. But yeah, it has a really cool story. It's really simple, but the execution of it is really good. And the winner is... the Ghosty Award goes to... We're not calling it that. It's Alan Wake. For all of the reasons I said. I think that's fair. I think Alan Wake getting that is fair. All right. Best gameplay of the year. Now, surprise, surprise, you might see Alan Wake quite a lot. Pop up quite a lot in these. But yeah, I like the gameplay of Alan Wake. I liked the gameplay of the Alan Wake sections more than the Saga sections, to be honest. Like the whole switching between like scenes of a book while you're like exploring. And I liked how most of his sections were very urban cities, houses, the hotel, that kind of stuff. His sections were really cool in comparison. I liked the Alan sections a lot. Resident Evil 4 on here for the first time. Maybe not the last, we'll see. Yeah, just solid improvement over the original. Really fun game. Yeah. Lies of P. You can't see it because my head's in the way, but Lies of P is on here because, you know, it's a Souls-like. I played through it like 3 times back to back. Really fun Souls-like. And some really interesting mechanics, which may come up later. Who knows? And, oh, Return of the Obra Dinn again. Yeah, first person mystery solving, time traveling shenanigans game. Yeah, really good. Winner of Best Gameplay of 2023 goes to Lies of P. Because that game was so fun. All of these people out here saying, oh, it's too hard. Oh, I can't parry anything. I can't block anything. Oh, get the fuck over it. You're wrong. All right. Now, I think mechanics for my game of the year is like a specific gameplay mechanic, which is why the surge is on here. And the specific mechanic that I'm talking about when it comes to the surge is the whole targeting of each individual body part in a Souls-like, and like being able to cut off that part and steal that armor for yourself. I like that. I like that choice. I like that option. I like that mechanic. It's very cool. Liza P, I think the mechanic that I was going for with this one was the weapon crafting system, where you could take apart the weapons that you find and like mix and match handles and blades and stuff like that. I thought that was super cool. Very, very cool system that they implemented there. Lord, wow. I've just realized it's just all Souls-likes for mechanics. Lords of the Fallen, I'm talking specifically about the Umbral realm and like the whole lantern mechanic. I thought that was super cool. Very well implemented. It didn't feel like a chore. It didn't feel like a hassle. Like I always worry with things like that. It's just like, oh, do I have to be in the Umbral here to pick up this item? Am I going to be able to get back to where I was? That kind of stuff. I had a technical issue. What's Liza P nominated for? Liza P is nominated for the weapon crafting system, where you could like take apart handles and blades and mix and match them. And then Lords of the Fallen is being nominated for the Umbral mechanic with the lantern and everything. And then let's see if the last one is a Souls-like. It's not. It's Erde Kaiser. That's it. That's why Xenosaga is on here. Because Erde Kaiser as a gameplay mechanic is being nominated. I thought Sword would really get a kick out of this one. It's not going to win, though. It's not going to win. It can't. Not up against those others. Didn't I play one last year? No. No, it turns out I actually started Xenosaga like January 3rd or something. So the winner of Best Mechanic is the Umbral mechanic from Lords of the Fallen. I thought it was really cool. It was really well implemented. I thought it added a whole new level of complexity to the game. It was good. Best mini game of the year. We have the card game from Xenosaga 1. Now, you know me, I'm a sucker for a card game. And the card game in Xenosaga 1 was pretty good. And it made me so mad that they didn't bring it back for 2 or 3. It was just like, hey, we'll put in one of the coolest card games ever. And yeah, you'll just never see it again. It's just like, oh, thanks. Cool. Next up, Trails into Reverie 4. Would you believe it? Another card game. Vantage Masters. In Trails into Reverie. Great card game. Love it. I hope they include it in the new one. Although I imagine they probably won't. Which would be a shame. I like Xenocard enough to start up another playthrough of Xenosaga just to do more of it. Yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. I can't remember. Did I collect every card or not? I'm pretty sure I did. Not a card game. Yes, a card game. Number 3, Like a Dragon Gaiden. I'm pretty sure we all know why. It's karaoke. Oh God, why did I even put this on here? All right, it's not technically a mini game, I guess, but Mortal Kombat 1 is on here. Because the like board game mode in Mortal Kombat 1, even though Mortal Kombat 1 is a terrible fucking game, it should die in a fire. But the board game, the board game mode in that is pretty good. I don't know if it's technically a mini game. Like, it's not the main game, it's not the story mode, it's not like I mean, obviously there's fighting involved, but there's a lot of extra stuff with the board game. Yeah, the board game mode, basically. I actually can't remember what wins here. I hope it's Xenocard. But it's probably not. It's probably, yeah, it's karaoke. Of course it's karaoke. And the reason why this one is on here instead of Like a Dragon Ishin, even though Like a Dragon Ishin had Suya, 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 is just because I think Like a Dragon Gaiden had probably, like I said before, probably the best lineup of karaoke songs since Yakuza 0. So, yep, there we go. Best DLC / expansion of the year. First up, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. And I guess, technically, by extension, Cyberpunk 2.0 as well. Probably fits into that as well. Like a complete redefining of the game and how the systems work in that. Plus, obviously with the added storyline and having Idris Elba in there and the whole sort of like super spy stuff, I thought was really cool. Yeah, opening up a completely new area of Night City as well, I thought was really cool. Yeah, I thought it was just like a really solid expansion. It was really good. Very good. Very good extra little bit of content. Next up. Now, do I even really need to say anything about this? I mean, obviously Phantom Liberty is a really good expansion for Cyberpunk. You know, Idris Elba, spies, new area. You know, what more can I say that hasn't already been said, you know? Alright, next up. Phantom Liberty is a really good expansion, and I think it, you know, really adds something to the The game. Listen, all right, the joke's wearing a little bit thin now. This was literally the only expansion I played all year, okay? It's literally the only DLC I could include.
Hey, newsflash, idiot, shut the hell up!
It's the only expansion slash DLC that I could add because it's the only one I played. I mean, I could just have found some other category to put in here. I just thought this would be funnier. Do you know what would make this even funny? I couldn't figure out what to put in here instead. Do you know what would have been even funnier if it didn't win? If I had something else here instead as the winner, you know? Like some random fucking +5 levels in Tales of Arise or something DLC. Just like some shitty gacha, like, oh, season 35 of the Marvel Snap Battle Pass won best DLC slash expansion. I don't know. Yeah, I thought that would have been funnier, but I literally couldn't find anything. Yeah, exactly, like Yakuza item DLC, exactly. But yeah, I couldn't find anything, so I just ended up going with this, and I thought doing all of this would be funny. It was funny enough already, so it is what it is. Anyway, oh, this is the one everyone's here for. This is the one I did put effort into this. Fuck you. Fuck you. I did put effort in. No, I got transitions and fade-ins and everything. But this is what everyone's here for. Ultimate Waifu. I know Sword's gonna love this. So this is the one that Sword. This is the one that Sword loves. This is his favorite category for me. He's disagreed with every single one so far. It makes him so mad. Anyway, up first, Delos. Why not? Might as well. I don't think. Yeah, all right. Next up, Sharon. Trails. Yeah. Next up, Ada. RE4. Yeah. Next up, Pan Am. This is a Pan Am stream. Love Pan Am. Never romanced her once. Never played Cyberpunk as a male character, but Pan Am. And sort of like this one. Sophia from Lies of P. Pan Am is overrated. You're on your way to getting banned, Frost. I hope you realise that. That's the Bonfire Maiden. Yeah. Yeah, it is. All right. Telos, Sharon, Ada, Pan Am, Sophia. And the winner of Ultimate Waifu is, to nobody's surprise, it's fucking Sharon. I fucking love Sharon. So much so that I hope Sharon somehow makes an appearance in the next Trails game so I can fucking include her again. Because I fucking love Sharon. She's the ultimate waifu of the year, all years. All right. Best graphics / style of the year. We have Return of the Obra Dinn. But she's not wearing just a towel. True. I'll fix that. Return of the Obra Dinn. We have Alan Wake 2. Guess I have to be a little bit specific there. The Last Faith making its debut on the Game of the Year list. Everyone knows I love a Pixel Souls like. And then we've also got, surprisingly, Escape Academy, which I thought had a really cool, like, cartoony art style I really liked. The winner of Best Graphics / Style is Return of the Obra Dinn. A very, very cool game. Aubergine wins. Yes. Yes, Aubergine wins. All right. Best boss of the year. Some of these might need a little bit of explaining. So this is one of the later bosses from The Last Faith. Lord Patrick something? Lord Patrick Laddak. Flying vampire dude guy. Very cool boss. We have Lubu from Wo Long, which I think I played this year. Did I play Wo Long this year? Did Wo Long come out this year? It better have come out this year because he's on the list. So Wo Long did come out this year. Okay. Good. Man, this year has just like in my mind, Wo Long came out like 3 years ago. But no, apparently Wo Long came out this year, and I put Lubu on there. Because it's Lubu. Why the fuck wouldn't you? We have the Nameless Puppet from Lies of P. Very cool boss fight. I thought this was probably the best fight in the game. A lot of people have like the Puppet King and Romeo as the best boss fight in Lies of P, and this guy is like 4th or 5th in like most people's list of bosses, because they all say the same thing. Oh, the boss attacks too fast. The boss has like constant pressure and you don't have an opportunity to... No, get fucking better at the game, dickhead. All right? This is the best boss in the game. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Okay, this one might need a bit of explaining. So the reason that's on there, and the reason I chose this picture specifically, is because this image is a representation of trying to play puzzle games with Aquila, all right? That's my one of the nominations for best boss of the year is trying to play puzzle games with Ian. Oh my god, it's infuriating sometimes. Jesus Christ.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Oh god. Stand by it. He's the final boss of my sanity. Yes. Yes, he is. Oh, we do actually have one more. We have Annihilation from Remnant 2. So, Patrick Stewart from Last Faith, Lubu, Nameless Puppet, Puzzle Games with Ian, and Annihilation from Remnant 2. Which I thought was a really cool fight. Like the mechanic where you shift between two different boss fights at the same time. The one where you're fighting that boss in the corridor type thing where you have to like dodge tentacles and stuff, and then where it shifts back during the second phase to like the dragon who's like doing a move, and you have to remember like what the boss was doing so that when it shifts back to that you have to dodge. Oh, it was so cool. And the winner of best boss is Annihilation, like I just said. You know, the funny thing is, up until 8 a.m. this morning, Nameless Puppet was best boss. I did a once over of this list, and I was just like, okay, is everything right? Of course, everything wasn't right because, you know, I left it left the most anticipated 2023 in there, which I shouldn't have done. So I gave it a once over, and I actually changed my answer. I changed the winner of this like a few hours before the stream. And it actually changed from Nameless Puppet to this. It was Nameless Puppet for like a week nearly. And then it changed to this. Yeah, I just thought it was a really cool fight. Oh, I didn't change it. Okay, most anticipated game of 2024. That's supposed to be 2024. Shut up. Don't at me. Fuck off. I put effort into this, guys. All right, most anticipated. We have Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. We have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We have Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak or Kuro no Isuke. We have Rise of the Ronin, which is a game that I haven't really talked about very much. Not even official alpha Rebirth. Fuck off. Rise of the Ronin is coming out in March, I think. And it's Team Ninja's next samurai, maybe Souls-like? Not quite sure yet. It looks really cool, and I'm definitely going to play it. I would possibly have put Black Myth Wukong on here as well. Or Wukong Black Myth. I never remember which way round that goes. You know, honorable mention to that game. That would probably have gone on there other than Rise of the Ronin, but Rise of the Ronin looks really interesting. The winner is... Of course it is. Trails Through Daybreak. Why not? The next Trails game. New engine. New characters. New arc of the story. What's the issue here? I don't understand the problem. New engine, new characters, same game. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Nah, it's completely different. You know it, I know it. We all saw the trailers. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Final Fantasy or Infinite Wealth as much as I am this. Like, I would say that Yakuza and the Trails games are like in my top 3 favorite series, and I'm looking forward to this more than I am Infinite Wealth. I'm sorry. Anyway, most surprising game of the year. I can't believe I played the Silent Hill games this year. Wasn't that was this year? Are we sure? I went back and checked. Apparently Silent Hill was this year. Now, this isn't specifically Silent Hill 1. This is like Silent Hill as a franchise. Which just like the series of games that Nem made me play. And I'm just like, oh shit, why did it take me 20 years to play Silent Hill? Oh, that's right, because I played Resident Evil as a kid. And for whatever reason, when I was a kid, in my head, if I played Resident Evil, I can't also play Silent Hill. Because I like Resident Evil. It's like, if I'm playing Call of Duty, I can't also play Battlefield. That wouldn't make any sense. Why would I do that? So that's why I never played Silent Hill. Because I was just like, oh, it's basically just Resident Evil. If I'm going to play, like, I might as well play Resident Evil. So I kind of took that approach to it. It took me 20 years to play Silent Hill. Fucking loved them. Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is on here because me, Falco, and Borks played Remnant 1 like a year or two ago, and we thought it was kind of meh. Like, it was all right. We kind of beat it in 10 hours. It was whatever. We didn't really know what we were doing. We thought it was kind of, you know. And then Remnant 2 came out. Fucking loved the shit out of it. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that Falco's never around, we'd probably still be playing it. I still want to play it. We still haven't played the DLC for it. And I still want to play it. What is this? Oh, yeah, of course. I forgot about that. How does this have 388 views? Why have so many people looked at this picture. Oh, it does have -3 likes though. Oh. That's a shame. What else have we got? Oh yeah, Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen is on here for most of the same reasons that Remnant 2 is on here. Like the first one was fucking dog shit. It was awful. An awful, terrible game. And I was a little bit worried that this one was going to be much the same. It wasn't going to be very good. It turned out to be really good. And on that first day, even on that first day, when I was just not having fun with the game whatsoever, because I was in the wrong area at the wrong time and I was under leveled and I was getting my shit pushed in. And then I just kind of slept on it, went somewhere else, enjoyed the hell out of this game. And then we have Command and Conquer Red Alert 3. Which is mostly on here, not because I particularly love the game or anything. It was still an RTS. I still don't like RTS games. But it was surprisingly fun. You want to play Lords of the Fallen eventually? Have I played Lies of P? Yes, I have played Lies of P. I play most Souls-likes that come out. I've played a lot of Souls-likes over the years. But yeah, played Lies of P. The winner of most surprising game. I can't even remember what game. Oh, it was Remnant 2. Yeah, considering how much I play it and considering how much I love that game, had to be on there for most surprising. All right, biggest letdown of the year. Here we go. We got Starfield. Because Starfield was a big letdown. Now, I tried really hard not to include games that I didn't finish. But, oh, you know what? Xenosaga 2 should have gone on here. No, you're right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure MK1 was on here. And then I remembered that it shouldn't be on here because I already knew I didn't particularly like Mortal Kombat. So it's on here purely because I already knew I probably wasn't going to like it. So. But yeah, Starfield's on here. I tried, like I said, I tried not to include games that I didn't finish, but Starfield was just so egregious that I had to include it. Baldur's Gate 3. You know, I always feel like such an asshole when I do these because, like, games that won Game of the Year will usually find their way on biggest letdown of the year for me. Like, I think last year's biggest letdown of the year for me was Elden Ring. Now we got Baldur's Gate 3 on here, a game that is being universally praised by everyone who's ever lived as just the greatest game of all time or something, but I don't think I will ever don't think I will ever run out of things to say about how let down I was by Baldur's Gate 3. It is. It's pretty overrated. Yeah, exactly. The fact that it released in the way it did, and the fact that they're still having to add to it to actually like the first third of the game is pretty fantastic. Like the first area that you're in and like maybe like half of the second area is pretty fucking good. And then it just devolves into just why? Like the amount of things that they've had to add to the game so that, you know, it actually gives some closure to the game. Because, I don't know, this is the ending, I guess. It's just, the game didn't feel finished. And that's evident by how many patches they've released, adding things to the third act. With every patch that they release and with each like update that they make to the game, I get more and more angry that the game not only released the way it did, but the fact that it has won so many awards and even got Game of the Year and is universally praised. Because of all the diversity in the game, people ignored its flaws. Don't be an idiot, Frost. It's like a real D&D campaign. The end kind of derails because the party wants to be done with it. True. What else we got on here? Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was a letdown, not because it was a bad game, but because it wasn't. But it didn't really do anything. Like, I was just kind of going through the game and I was like, I felt like I was playing the first one. Like, I didn't really feel like they improved on anything. I don't feel like it, you know? Why it didn't feel like an expansion. It just if it just felt like, I mean, yeah, I guess in a way, but yeah, it just kind of felt like more of the same. See, I guess that's what biggest letdown is for me, Wolfie, is that it is the overhyped category. It is the most overrated game, essentially. But just worded a little bit differently. See, I can't include Tears of the Kingdom on here because I didn't play it. I only include games in my Game of the Year list that I play throughout the year, not games that released. Or not just games that released. I actually had to have played it on stream to be able to include it. But Tears of the Kingdom would definitely go on here in an overhyped category for sure. Wolverine game will be better? Probably. I hope so. I like Wolverine. From what I've seen, it won't. Oh, don't be one of those people, Frost. Don't be one of those people who look at the fucking screenshots from a what was it, pre-alpha build of the game that should never have been released to the public because the game's not ready to be shown yet, and go, oh my god, this game looks fucking shit. Yeah, that's not an accurate representation of what that game is going to look like in any way. What else is on here? Diablo 4. I don't even know why Diablo 4 is on here, to be honest. The thing is, I already knew what was going to win this before I even thought of the other categories. Now, here's the thing. Only one of these games was a game that I went into with high expectations and was actually let down. 3 of these games, I already kind of knew it probably wasn't gonna be very good. All that effort and doesn't know why you put things in cat. Shut up. You make a game of the year. You know what? Shaquilia? Next year, I'm going to send you the template for this. All right? You can make your own game of the year. And you fucking show me how much fucking effort you put in. All right? Anyway, considering how much I talked about it and considering how angry I got talking about it, it's Baldur's Gate 3. This is the biggest letdown for me. Just because I kind of went into it with high expectations because I played Divinity. Yep. Yeah. I went into it with really high expectations because I played Divinity, like Original Sin, and I played Original Sin 2, and yeah, yeah, by the end of it, I just felt so. It was the only game that I played this year that I finished and felt like I got cheated out of my time. Right? Like, it was the only game that I got to the end of and I was just like, huh, what a fucking waste. Exactly. Starfield can't win this because it has to let you down, and letting you down requires you to have expectations that it will be good in the first place. I had 0 expectations, and it was the same with Spider-Man. I didn't expect it to be like mind-blowingly good or whatever. Same with Diablo. I kind of went into it just kind of expecting whatever. Didn't really care. Because you didn't get the true ending. Oh, my bad. It's because they hadn't fucking released it yet. That's why. That's why I didn't get the true ending. Because it wasn't fucking out yet. They weren't finished. Hence why it was the biggest letdown. Fuck them. Anyway. Top 5. Game of the year. Number 5. Trails into Reverie. Loved it. Played it for like 3 weeks solid. It was really good. Nice little epilogue to the Cold Steel series. It was fun. I really liked it. Sharon was in it. Evasion tanks. Anyway. Game of the year. 4th place. Resident Evil 4. Thanks. Yes, it was a remake. Shocker. Remember earlier when I said that I took so much time off and didn't finish so many games this year that sometimes it was hard for me to think of things to put in. A remake in this economy, what can I say? Remakes were really good this year. 3rd place. Blasphemous 2. I can't believe we've gone through this entire thing. And I'm only now getting to talk about Blasphemous. It wasn't nominated for any other award, but it was my 3rd favorite game of the year. It was so good. Game of the year, the 2nd. Alan Wake 2. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I don't wanna be rude, but you're a bitch.
It was a very good game. Does anybody want to have any guesses for what was number 1? Pong is true game of the year. Number 1 is Lies of P. Lies of P is my game of the year. No, it's not going to be Xenosaga. No, game of the year number 1, Erda Kaiser.
Emotional damage.
It was, yeah, it was obviously going to be Lies of P. That game was just, it was so much fun. What did I do to deserve this, eh? It was obviously going to be Lies of P. It's the only game I can think of that I've ever played twice, back to back. People hate Souls-like. Well, they've come to the wrong place then. Because that's what I do. I play JRPGs, Souls-likes, and Yakuza games. That's what I do. I wish you could hear Squall cackling. About what? The fact that Lies of P won? Or the fact that he keeps throwing shit at me? I don't know, it just doesn't interest me. That's fine. That's understandable. It was a great year, and I thank you for being a part of it. No, you know what, Squall? You know what? Thank you. All right. Because it's been a really shit year. But I'm glad you were a part of it. You and Shaquilia and Nem and Frost and Umbral and Sword and everyone. It's been a really fucking shit year. But I'm glad you guys were here. See the same time next year when I have more points, or if you play another Gundam game. Have I played a Gundam game on stream? I don't remember playing a Gundam game. When did I play a Gundam game? What did I play? Oh yeah, MS Saga, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, last year's game of the year. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, my bad. Listen, like I said, I barely remember what I was doing last week. I can't remember a year ago. Obviously, you need to stream SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays next to make up for it. I did just buy that. Maybe I should just play MS Saga again. That way I can include it in next year's Game of the Year. Because I never did finish that optional dungeon. You know, the one after the end game. Never did do that. Never beat the additional bosses and everything, you know. Never did do that. Get out of here, Nem. God damn it. I should play the GameCube Pokemon games. Maybe I should. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I do want to play Radical Red at some point. Xenosaga 2 optional bosses. How about you shut your face, Squall? Have you ever thought about that? Huh? Oh, I know about Bat and Kaitos. I own that game. I still have my GameCube version of that game. You want an even more obscure game than that? Lost Kingdoms.
Hey, newsflash, idiot. Shut the hell up.
You know what is a game that released on GameCube that a friend of mine from college was super into, thought it was the best JRPG to ever release, and I never played it, not once. Skies of Arcadia. Never played it. I had a friend in college who swore by that game. I'd say play custom Meg Wars, but I cannot do so with full confidence because of the whole, oh, it's not very good thing. That's never stopped you before. Why is it stopping you now? I'm curious what kind of monstrosities I'd make. Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm not really not really a monstrosities kind of guy. Right? I'm generally pretty vanilla when it comes to stuff like that. Like, you know, you see some people who play Dark Souls and Elden Ring so much that they get so bored with the character creator that they randomize all for like 50 button presses and they end up with this horribly disfigured bright blue ginger Nigel Thornberry looking ass character, and they're just like perfect, and they go with that, and I'm just like, nah, not for me. Yeah, like Squall Street Fighter 6 character. Oh, Squall, that reminds me. Are we gonna play some Tekken when that comes out? I know you said that you weren't really much of a Tekken guy. But Tekken's coming out on the 26th, and I'm really itching to play some Tekken. There was something I was gonna ask you about earlier when you said that you were gonna make breakfast. Oh yeah. I was going to ask you, how do you feel about Kingdom Hearts? Because I was talking to Shakilia about Kingdom Hearts. How do you specifically feel about Kingdom Hearts? I don't actually know if you like the game or not. It uses the anime Go Head because I need one with good scanning range. And you work with what you've got. Also, it's festooned with turrets. Festooned? What a word. Enough Cage, they have FF characters. Even though they fucked with my boy. Oh yeah. Leon. Just anytime anybody says Leon in that game, just replace the voice line with Ashley shouting Leon from RE4. Leon. I got to the point earlier in the game where Yuffie accidentally calls him Squall. And he just turns around and he's like, that's Leon. New mod for KH. Yeah. Also, Nem, Command and Conquer did get a mention earlier in biggest surprise. It was one of the 4 nominations for biggest surprise of the year. Did you not see it? Or did you want it to be mentioned in my top 5? Because it was never going to do that. It was never going to be there. It was never going to be in the top 5. You should have known that. Accidentally, that's his fucking name. I know. I know. Anyway. Oh my god, it's Larry. Hello, Larry. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. Well, we were talking about it earlier, and apparently it's something to do with how he abandoned the name as like some sort of redemption for not being able to save Radiant Garden or some shit. Which is just the dumbest thing ever. I'm doing well, things. How are you hanging in there, bud? We'll see. I'm currently it's undeterminable. Is that a word? Sure. Final Fantasy VIII, the man who erased his name. Oh, that's funny. Tornado sirens. Damn. How far into KH have I gone? I just finished Deep Jungle. Leon Zvier is the guy from Bones. Yeah, David Boreanaz. Not the guy from Bones. The guy from Buffy, alright? Yeah, the first one. Yeah, so I did the beginning, I did Traverse Town. I went to Wonderland, I went to the Colosseum, I went to Deep Jungle, and now I'm going to be going back to Traverse Town, and then I think Monstro's next. It's either Monstro or Agrabah, I think. I can't remember what world is next. One of the two. It's either Monstro or Agrabah. I think it's Agrabah and then Monstro. Am I 100% the gummy ship minigame? See, I don't like the gummy ship from the first game. I like the gummy ship from like the second game onwards, but I don't really like the gummy ship stuff in the first one. I myself have been thinking about replaying Kingdom Hearts series lately. I really love it. Even better if I can just watch you play it. Yeah, I mean, I only started today and I only played it for what, 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, I'm still pretty early on. I plan on playing Chain of Memories, 2, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, whatever the 2.8 game is, and 3. So I plan on playing all of them, except the visual novel ones, because I don't want to sit here watching cutscenes for 3 hours. So, but yeah, I'll probably be playing through all of them. Until Yakuza 8 releases. Anyway. Whichever comes first. If you like the gummy ship stuff, I assume you've looked at Robocraft? Yeah, I don't know what that is. See, the thing is, I'm not very good at building gummy ships. So I'll pretty much just use whatever the next blueprint is. Like, I know in Kingdom Hearts 2, as you go through the game and do like missions, it just unlocks new blueprints for like, oh, this is the High Wind level 2, High Wind level 3, Falcon level 1, Falcon level 2. Invincible level 2, Invincible level 3 or whatever, and I'll just go up the tiers as I go along. But isn't the strat to make a donut? Yes, it is. Because the enemies will always shoot at the center of your ship, and you can just sit there in the middle of the screen and not move. Yeah, I'm not very good at building gummy ships. But, you know, maybe I'll give it a shot. Who knows? I always found the gummy ship editor to be very fiddly. More so in the first one than the second one. Because, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 is better than Kingdom Hearts 1 in pretty much every aspect, including the gummy ship editor and the gummy ship missions. Although I do kind of like the gummy ship in 3. I really like the gummy ship in 3. Like the fact that you can just like fly around. I always thought that was really cool. I still think they should have made it Star Wars themed though. Still stand by it. The Big Hero 6 world should have been a Marvel / Avengers themed area. And the entirety of the gummy ship section of Kingdom Hearts 3 should have been Star Wars themed. That would have gone some way to make up for the fact that they didn't include any Final Fantasy characters in that fucking game. You know, it would have been something. It would have been nice. Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts. I actually quite liked that game. Didn't play very much of it, but it seemed cool. No. It wasn't much less Final Fantasy. It was no Final Fantasy. Don't you remember? They didn't include any Final Fantasy characters in it. Like, at all. Until the DLC. The only Final Fantasy that they had in it, did they even have Moogles in it? Yeah, I think they had the Moogle shop in it. The Moogle shop still existed, and at one point during the Toy Story level, there was a cactar, but it wasn't even really a cactar. It was like boxes that you arranged into the shape of a cactar. Other than that, there was zero Final Fantasy stuff in that game. Pissed me off. And the fact that there was no Colosseum as well. Why would you not put a Colosseum in? Like you literally had Olympus already. Just fucking stick a Colosseum in Olympus. Why would you not do that? Why would you not include a Colosseum? I don't know. There's a lot of things to be annoyed about when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3. I generally think the game's fine. It's just, I don't know. 2 is still probably just still the best in the series. I think 3 is probably better than 1 in a lot of aspects. Obviously, it came out like 20 years later, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff missing from 3. It's just like, oh no, we can't have a Colosseum. We can't possibly have Final Fantasy characters in this game. We've got to put all of our development into giving Sora the ability to summon Disneyland rides to attack enemies. Yep, that's way more important. I need to stop talking about this. Otherwise, I'm just going to annoy myself about how bad it is. I need to go eat and then go to bed because I'm so tired. I still haven't fully fixed my my sleep schedule. So I'm starting to get a little bit tired. Oh, Disney summoning thing in the 3rd got way too overboard. Would be more fun if it was more rare and really cool to use. Yes, I agree. As part of the DLC, there is a thing that you can do to make the game a little bit harder. I think one of them is to like turn off attractions. Like, and attractions annoy me to the point where I'm thinking about playing it on that harder version of the game just so that I can turn them off. Anyway, I am going to get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out for my first stream back after what, like 3.5 weeks or whatever. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys agreeing with every one of my nominations and winners for the Game of the Year, because as you know, it is 100% objectively factual. Am I going to stream Power World day 1? Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time, 10 a.m. I will see you guys then. And Happy New Year to everyone once again. I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Frost, thank you for the 26-month resub. Falco, thank you for the 55-month resub. Squall, thank you for the 11-month resub. Gilia, thank you for the 10-month resub. And TJ, thank you for the 51-month resub. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.